Located 275 miles north of Ho Chi Minh, Nha Trang is one of Vietnam's most popular seaside resorts with over 5 miles of white sand beaches framed by a dramatic backdrop of towering mountains. It provides opportunities to see local markets, religious and historic sites, and sample great Vietnamese food and even visit an amusement park. Welcome to the Nha Trang, Vietnam cruise port. Hey everyone, Jeremy here, and today we're taking a look at one of the primary beach stops on a Southeast Asian cruise itinerary, Nha Trang. Whilst not as high profile as places such as Ha Long Bay and Ho Chi Minh City on a cruise itinerary, Nha Trang is known for its stunning beaches and its rich cultural heritage, as well as great traditional Vietnamese food, making this coastal city a real treasure in Southeast Asia. Today, we'll guide you through everything that you need to know about the Nha Trang cruise port and how to make the most of your visit there. So to begin, let's actually start with where you'll be arriving into. Here you can see a map showing the arrival point of cruise ships in relation to the heart of the downtown area. As you can see here, the distance from the port to the downtown area is approximately 3 miles or 5 kilometers, so transport will be required. Now this next part is important. How you actually arrive will vary dependent on the size of the cruise ship that you're actually sailing on. Small ships will be able to dock, whilst large ones, anything over around 1,800 guests, will actually have to anchor offshore and take tender boats into the port. Now the reason for this is somewhat unique. There are a series of islands that ships pass on the way towards Nha Trang. One of them is Vin Nguyen. This island is where the Vin Pearl amusement park is located, which we'll cover a little bit later in this presentation. However, in order to get to the amusement park from the mainland, there is an overhead cable car which passes over the direct line of the approach to the port. Now, smaller cruise ships can fit underneath, however, the larger ones can't, meaning they actually have to anchor offshore beyond the line of the cable car and then use smaller boats to tender in to shore from there. So this has nothing to do with the port facilities or the dock size, it's purely about fitting underneath this cable car. Now this is important to note because if you do like to make private local tour arrangements and you are visiting Nha Trang from, let's say, 8 a.m. until 5 p.m. for example, if you're tendering, it's very unlikely that most guests will be ashore by, say, 8:30 in the morning because it does take time. So this is important to note when planning local pickup times or when booking local tours that have set departure times. It is recommended to check with your cruise line in advance if you're going to be docking or tendering ashore. Now, the general rule of thumb here is that if you're on a ship with a guest capacity over, say, 1,600, I would bank on you having to actually tender in. Now, whichever way you do get ashore, once on land at the port, you'll find there isn't much there right when you do arrive, as it is primarily a working harbor port, which is pretty common here in Southeast Asia. Now, you'll find tour buses and staff if you're booked on a ship shore excursion. There will also often be shuttle buses and sometimes some local taxis. But there really isn't much in the way of visitor information staff help, and don't really expect Wi-Fi or local maps available upon arrival right by the port. Now, if you get lucky, you might have a currency exchange at the port, but often you actually need to exchange money downtown, often in places like a shopping mall. Now, if you are planning on traveling independently, it is important to note that you're 3 miles or 5 kilometers from the heart of the waterfront downtown area. Most cruise lines will offer a shuttle service. Depending on your cruise line, this might be included in your cruise fare or come at an additional cost, so just check with your cruise line in advance. You can also take local taxis, however, the best bang for your buck is if you have an internet service ashore, say cell phone service, is to utilize the ride-sharing app Grab. It'll be about a quarter the price you'd pay for a taxi. Now, the reason for this is taxis don't operate on metered rates, more so kind of negotiable set fares. So for a fair and reasonable rate, Grab will be your best bet. However, if you wish to hire a driver for a set period of time, say 4 hours or so, to stay with you and take you to all of the main sites of the city, taxi drivers will often be happy to do that. Again, this type of service with some good negotiating skills here, which is expected, you can normally get a taxi for hire for around $20 per hour, either paying in local currency or US dollars, the local currency being the Vietnamese dong, and we'll list the up-to-date exchange rates below here at the time of recording this video. Now this price quote is for vehicle and driver hire regardless of how many passengers are actually in that vehicle. So again, not per person, but for the total car and driver hire. Now you know where you're arriving and what options are available at the port, let's now take a look at what you can see and do here in Nha Trang. So first we'll take a look at the options in the downtown area and then take a little bit of a look further afield. Now let's start with this map. Here you can see the cruise port again, and then the box marker indicates the downtown district. You can see here the distance away that it is, as we mentioned earlier. Now let's zoom in on that box area, and here you can see a collection of recommended sightseeing spots in Nha Trang. We're going to start at the northern side of Nha Trang with one of the city's most iconic historical sites, the Po Nagar Sham Towers. These ancient towers offer a glimpse into the rich cultural and spiritual heritage of the Cham civilization. Located on a hill overlooking the Khai River, the Po Nagar Cham Towers are just a short drive away from Nha Trang city center. Built between the 7th and 12th centuries, this temple complex is dedicated to Yan Po Nagar, the goddess of the country, who is believed to have taught new skills to the Cham people. They are a testament to the architectural prowess and spiritual depth of the Cham people. Originally, the complex consisted of 8 towers, but only 4 remain today. The tallest and most impressive tower is dedicated to the goddess Yan Po Nagar and stands about 28 meters high, featuring intricate carvings and statues that depict various Hindu deities and mythological scenes. Inside, you'll find an altar where devotees come to offer prayers and incense. Now, speaking of people visiting the site, it is one of the most popular spots in Nha Trang to visit, so a recommendation for you is to try to visit as early in the morning as you possibly can to avoid both the midday heat, but also the crowds. The site itself opens at 6 AM and closes at 6 PM, so you've got plenty of time to explore. Just a note here though, as this is a religious site, it is important to dress modestly. Typically you should cover your shoulders and knees to show respect for local customs. Now photography is allowed, but just be mindful of the signs indicating where you can and cannot take pictures. And always respect the worshippers and their space. Also, don't forget to take in the panoramic views from the hilltop. The vantage point here offers stunning views looking down over the Khai River and the surrounding cityscape, making it the perfect spot for a nice photo souvenir. Next up is the Long Song Pagoda, one of Nha Trang's most revered and iconic landmarks. Situated at the foot of the Tri Tai Hill, this beautiful Buddhist temple offers visitors a serene escape and a glimpse into Vietnam's rich spiritual heritage. Built in 1886 and later renovated, the pagoda serves as both a place of worship and a popular tourist attraction. The temple complex is lush with greenery and features beautifully manicured gardens, making it a peaceful spot for a stroll. The main hall houses a large reclining Buddha statue which is 17 meters in length. This statue symbolizes the Buddha's entry into nirvana, a key aspect of Buddhist teachings. One of the highlights of visiting the Long Song Pagoda is the climb up the 152 steps to reach the giant white Buddha statue. It stands at 24 meters tall, and this impressive statue, which was built in 1964, sits on a lotus throne and overlooks the city of Nha Trang. The Buddha's peaceful gaze and the panoramic views from this vantage point make the climb well worth the effort. Because from the top, you can enjoy these breathtaking views of Nha Trang with its vibrant cityscape and the blue waters of the South China Sea off into the distance. It is important here too to dress respectfully. Since this is an active place of worship, it's important to wear modest clothing, similar to the towels we spoke about earlier, avoid too short shorts or sleeveless tops. You kind of want to keep the shoulders covered here. And our third sightseeing spot of the city takes us to Dam Market. Located in the heart of the city, a few blocks back in from the beach, Dam Market is the largest and most popular market in Nha Trang. It was built in the 1970s and has become a hub for both locals and tourists, offering a diverse range of goods and an authentic taste of Vietnamese market life. The market is a fantastic spot in town also to test out your bartering skills here, so you can haggle for the prices here. Don't be afraid, it's part of the culture. It is common practice in most Vietnamese markets, and it is part of the fun. Just remember to be polite and respectful. Now you can find anything here from food, clothes, knockoff brands, and cheap trinkets. There's a lot of bags here. It's open daily through until 6 p.m. Next, we head over to the Nha Trang Cathedral. Right in the center of Nha Trang, atop a small hill, the city's cathedral is a well-formed early 20th century Gothic-style church, complete with a bell tower. This French-built church's name, Nha Tho Chan Toa Kitavua, translates to the Cathedral of Christ the King and was originally a place of worship for the French military based in the city. The church is still active, holding regular Sunday services, and just note, just over 11% of Nha Trang's population is Catholic, but visitors are welcome at any other time. The interior vaulted ceiling and vibrant stained glass windows are its most impressive features. And another option that is actually very close to the port is the National Oceanographic Museum of Vietnam. It offers these interesting exhibits on local marine life, including over 20,000 live and preserved marine specimens. It's been open to the public since 1922, and the Institute also sponsors ongoing research and community projects, such as captive breeding programs, preservation, and regeneration of local coral reefs. It is split over 2 levels. The ground floor houses glass tanks of various sizes filled with marine life such as reef sharks, turtles, scorpionfish, puffers, lionfish, as well as coral reefs and seaweed from many parts of the world. Now, for clarification, each tank is also labeled with the name, origin, and characteristics both in Vietnamese and in English. Meanwhile, the upper floor of the Oceanographic Museum features thousands of preserved specimens, animal skeletons, local boats, and fishing artifacts, and one of the highlights of the museum is the skeleton of a humpback whale, which was excavated in the Ha Nam province back in 1994. The specimen measures at 18 meters in length and 18,000 kilograms in weight. Now, of course, if you want to just have a nice, relaxing beach day, you absolutely can do that. The city is built right along the beachfront, where there are lots of bars and restaurants. And as we mentioned earlier, cruise lines normally offer shuttle services to the beachfront. Otherwise, local taxis and Grab drivers will be able to offer trips there. Now we've taken a look at some of the downtown area, let's have a quick look at a couple of the alternative options that are just a little further afield. First up is the spot that actually stops the larger cruise ships from docking here, and that is the Vin Pearl Amusement Park. It's situated on an island across the bay from the Nha Trang beach, and it's a large-scale theme park featuring water slides and games, a large aquarium, a wave pool, and a variety of rides. The park is reached by cable car that connects Nha Trang City to this island resort. The 3,320 meter long ride offers these beautiful views of the bay and the port down below. The Vin Pearl Amusement Park's attractions include this variety of water slides, an impressive aquarium that's the largest in Vietnam, and all these other fun, family-focused recreational activities. And for a unique, relaxing experience, visit the Tap Bar Hot Springs. They're located just a little further away from the Po Nagar Cham Towers, and here you can enjoy a therapeutic mud bath followed by a soak in the hot mineral springs. It's the perfect way to unwind and rejuvenate during your stay in Nha Trang. All right, so now that we've covered what there is to see and do, let's now get into some helpful tips and tricks to make the most of your day in Nha Trang and to make it a nice, successful day. Now, the first thing that I can't stress enough is figure out early on if you're going to be docked or tended here, because this will affect how you plan for the port, especially if you are someone who likes to make independent plans ashore. If your cruise line can't tell you in advance, then go to guest services once you get on board, because they should have an answer, and if they don't, they'll very likely be able to connect with the people on board that do have an answer. Secondly, cash is king in Vietnam. Whilst you will find places that do take credit cards, cash will be your friend here. While you can use US dollars in many places, local currency will be your best bang for buck of getting good deals for things like transport, souvenirs, etc. Some cruise lines will also offer currency exchange on board. Some do, some don't, so it's another thing that you can check with your guest services team on board once you board the cruise. Here you can see the exchange rates at the time of recording this video of some of the most commonly used currencies when compared to the Vietnamese dong. Now, for up-to-date rates, a simple Google search will give you all of those exchange rates in the lead up to your visit too, that are most accurate to the time you're traveling there. Nha Trang doesn't often have currency exchange right on the pier, so once you get downtown, that might be your best bet. A tip too, if you plan on withdrawing cash from an ATM, we only recommend doing so from machines that don't totally swallow your card when inserting it, or better yet, use an ATM that is attached to a staffed bank during its opening hours. That way, if anything happens to your card, you can get help on the spot from the staff that work there. Next, keep an eye out for the souvenir markets right on the dock. Here, with some friendly haggling, you can actually pick up some pretty handy items on the cheap. I actually still have shirts that I wear to the gym or around town that I bought for roughly $2 each almost 10 years ago, and I'm still wearing them, so you can find some good deals there. Next, if you're planning on taking a local transportation, we'd recommend taking a taxi from outside the port gate. You'll often end up paying about 1/3 as the price as the ones inside the security gate, so just a tip there. But just note though, whilst the taxis do have fare meters, most drivers prefer not to use them, as they'll aim to get a much larger fare from tourists who are wanting to pay in US dollars. As we mentioned earlier, use the app Grab on your phone if you do have an internet connection. It is the most popular ride-sharing app here, and you can pay in cash, and it gives you the best deals on fares without having to heavily barter for them. So there we go. Nha Trang on the whole can be a nice relaxing beach day, or you can take in a number of the different sites too for a culturally enriching experience. So we hope you found this video helpful, and if you have in any way, please do us a huge favor and hit that like button below. And if you'd like more access to free cruise port information, then click that subscribe button too, as well as the bell to be notified when we release new videos. Thanks very much for watching, and enjoy your visit to Nha Trang.